Nick. Kansas public schools can start applying to utilize AI technology to identify firearms on campus.
Kansas Attorney General Chris Kobach made that announcement on Monday, and Fox 4's Marcus Officer is live to break down the new initiative. Marcus.
Yeah, Pat and Abby, it's called the Safe and Secure Firearm Protection Act, or at least the Protection Project, and that is something that's going to be open and available starting this week for Kansas public schools to apply for and take some of that allocated money before it runs out. Now, this is going to be done on a first-come, first-served basis, and the state opened that application window on Monday, and schools can start applying to make sure that this program will be on their campus. And what essentially it does is uses cameras and AI to detect firearms on campus. Now, that window is important because time is of the essence for those state schools to get the Zero Eyes AI gun detection and situational awareness program to them on campus. Now, the system's going to use those cameras and AI to detect, it's key here, openly displayed firearms, which will then alert school staff as well as local police within 3 to 5 seconds of being picked up. Now, images of that weapon, the individual with it, and their last known location will all be shared in real time to the Zero Eyes Operations Center, which we're told is staffed every hour of every day by U.S. military and law enforcement veterans. Now, the state's, again, making $10 million total available, but that money is going to be split evenly among the state's 4 congressional districts. Schools within those districts will have access to that allocated money, which is about $2.5 million per district. Now, first come, first served basis is important because no one school can receive more than $500,000. So if you do the math, it's going to be only a limited number of schools that will be able to take part with this grant to get that program on campus. Now, it's going to take a little bit of time before we figure out which schools not only apply but are granted use of that program and how and when that'll be implemented. But this is something that will be in place and at least available for Kansas schools to try to minimize or at least limit the number of school firearm related incidents that take place. Now, we do have some good news in that regard regarding recent data from 2025. We'll talk about that coming up at 7 a.m. But for now, we'll send it back to you in the studio.
All right. Marcus, thank you.